Hi everyone, welcome to episode 105 of the Army ThinkTank podcast. I am Jan.
Jess.
And I am back from vacation. How are we doing?
Let's not talk about me. I am tired. That's pretty much it.
To be fair, I was on vacation for a week and I'm still tired. But it was nice, just like, there you go.
Yeah, but you're vacation tired. That's so different.
Yeah, it's not the same.
It's really not.
Because like, even though I'm like tired and stuff, I would still like I woke up at 8 this morning and I was just like, who is she?
Who is she? We don't know her.
I don't know her. But I've had like a really good time. I posted like a little bit of stuff on our Instagram. Most of it was posted on my personal stories. So if you did follow me there, then you got the whole shebang.
Yes, it looked like a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun. I didn't injure myself, which is a highlight.
There we go. Congrats.
Yeah. Thank you. And so yeah, we had a lot of fun and we're already excited for next year's. So
nice.
And like in 2 years, Tanya was like, is this like the type of boat we're gonna be going in 2025? I was like, it's not gonna be this small, it's gonna be a lot bigger.
A lot bigger.
A lot bigger.
Yeah.
Because the boat we were on is like the second to the smallest in like the class of ships.
Gotcha.
And so it was definitely like targeted towards an older demographic.
Right.
Because there's like less stuff to do and like it's like very much more slow pace.
Got it.
And I mean, now that we've done it, we know that we prefer like a little bigger ships with a little more stuff to do.
Yeah, makes sense.
But we still had like a blast and like we
That's
met
awesome.
like a bunch of people and talked to like a lot of people. So
oh, that's so nice.
It was really nice.
That's awesome.
Found a fellow streamer on the boat.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
No way.
So that was really fun.
Amazing.
Really. All good food too.
Oh,
Can't say that yeah.
Yeah, I've heard cruise ships have pretty good food overall.
That's it. Like on D2 in the main dining room, like in the main dining hall, it was French night, so it was just like, don't mind my chicken cordon bleu.
Don't mind my Frenchin. Gotta represent.
It also happened to be on Valentine's Day. So,
oh, cute. So it was perfect.
Yeah, it was really nice. Literally what we did on the cruise, apart from like our little excursion, because we did like a Mayan ruin and chocolate tour.
Oh, that's really cool.
So that was really nice.
That's cool.
But on the boat, we were either eating, sleeping, or swimming.
I love that.
That's what we were doing.
That's the ideal. Come on, that's like the cruise ship ideal.
Mm-hmm. And so I think we had something like the equivalent of like 5 meals a day.
My God.
Yeah, we ate a lot.
I love that for you.
But for the most part, it's like not necessarily all like unhealthy food.
Yeah, of course.
So, but yeah, we had a blast.
That's awesome.
So yeah. So now I'm back and we have a lot of things to cover.
We have so many things. Oh my God. Okay, let's just get into it because we have so many things. So let's start off with Jhope first.
Wait, should we go in fan chant order?
Actually, you're correct. We should go in fan chant order. Okay, Namjoon first. So he had a live last week, and he just wanted to come and visit us. I think because everybody else has been doing lives lately, he's like, well, I want to do a live.
I miss armies too.
So he was chatting with us, and what I found very interesting is he's like, he looks so happy, like just so genuinely excited,
especially like
and
in
happy.
contrast to like that one live he did towards like the beginning of their chapter 2 announcement, how like not necessarily sad, but how tired he looked.
Yeah, he looks very happy, and he was talking about how, you know, he's now over the indigo vibes, and I was like, sir, never.
Not me.
That's gonna be it's imprinted in my heart, my guy. But it seems to me like he is ready to like leave his 20s behind, and we're gonna see some new music from him. He already said like before he wanted to enter military, he wanted to do an album like before he went in. So I think we'll probably get one this year as well. It seems like all the members.
I wouldn't be surprised because the rap line are like writing geniuses.
Yeah, actually. And I'm really looking forward. You know, Indigo is just such a beautiful piece of art that he created. And part of it is like extremely sad and depressing, but the other half to me seems more like he's ready to just like become his better self, to become like the person he wants to be.
With Indigo, it in some ways it kind of felt like some pent up feelings that he was just like itching to let out,
and he definitely did.
And so I feel like his next album or whatever, like if it's a single or whatever it ends up like coming out, will be not necessarily more relaxed, but a little less like calmer than just like the this needs to come out kind of vibe, you know, which we have been getting from RM, from like both of this, like most of his solo music so far. So that would be pretty interesting if that
I'm interested. I think he's like maybe gonna experiment with like different genres, maybe.
That would be really cool.
It kind of feels
I really don't.
You know, and I'm extremely excited for him because I think like now that Indigo is out and now that he's expressed all those feelings that he's been pent up for like since 2019 and during the pandemic, and all of those feelings that he felt in his 20s, I feel like now he is just so relaxed and so calm and so like, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life, and I'm ready to show people that.
It's kind of like his whole own way of like, for example, like going to therapy and talking about it. So he's it's giving us like the feeling that he's feeling just so much better now having talked about it kind of thing.
Agreed.
So I'm glad that he
happy.
Looks so much happier.
He looks so much happier. And also we got a Closer music video. Now, okay, this is inspired by ARMY 100% because this particular song with this particular K-drama has been going around my TikTok since that album has dropped. The fact that they made that, I'm like, hi, if you don't, you've been snooping. You have been hella snooping on ARMY Twitter. Like, what are you doing? And ARMY TikToks.
What are you doing?
Like, boy, if you don't, I swear. They are everywhere. They're watching us all of the time. Jeez. But it's really cute. I really enjoy, like, that's probably my like top 5 songs from Namjoon is Closer. It's such a good song. Like, I always, when I'm at work and I first get there, I put on my headphones because like I have to wait for things to like get off drives and stuff. And I have to like make tapes and
it's a lot of waiting for you.
It's a lot of waiting for me. So that's the first song that I play whenever I get to work, because it's just like, okay, I'm ready. I'm gonna be calm. It's gonna be good. That's the first song I play because it just, it settles me in some like weird way.
Listen, if it works, it works.
It works very, very well.
All right.
Anyway, Jinny
Kim Seok-jin.
Kim Seok-jin. His February video, because we're getting a video every month. So February video, starting off real strong with the Valentine's Day vibes. Let me just tell you that for free.
The little hearts and everything.
The man said that I can eat chocolate, so that's what I did on Valentine's Day.
Listen, I brought back some Mayan chocolate.
Amazing.
And bought my birthday cake, and it's a chocolate cake, so amazing. I am ready.
So he gave you that for free. I feel like, you know, he gave me permission, so I'm gonna just eat my weight in chocolate and then have a great time. That's what I did. I ordered a bubble tea and had some macarons and just like lived.
Listen. Oh my god. Speaking of Valentine's Day, real quick. On Valentine's Day, so there's some announcements on the cruise ships depending on stuff. And so they were doing like a bunch of like little things for Valentine's Day. So they had like a big cake and like the big buffet area and blah blah. And I think it was the captain or someone on his team called the announcement. It was like, Happy Valentine's Day. If you're with someone, then Happy Valentine's Day. If you're single, Happy Independence Day.
Damn right. Damn straight. Happy Independence Day.
I think that day was also the belly flop competition.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
I saw your Instagram story. I saw it too.
That was hilarious.
So funny.
And the host for that was like, today it's either 2 glasses, 1 bottle of wine, or 1 glass, 2 bottles of wine, depending on if you're single or not.
Sign me up.
But ready. Yeah, I had to do this little.
I love it. Yeah, it was so sweet. I get, like, I love seeing him just like randomly in things.
Yeah, it's just so freaking thoughtful. I was like, I'm gonna be gone, but I'm not gonna let them forget about me.
Not
like, as if that was
possible. As if that was possible. I'm not forgetting anything, my guy. Okay. Thank you very much. That is
impossible.
Impossible. Min Yugi.
So we were waiting for this moment now, weren't we?
Yes.
For me to be basically punched in the face left and right when these photos came out.
Yes, the photo. So let's start with the photofolio. Finally, we're getting the last member,
which I was able to acquire thanks to my girls, Tanya and Cad, giving me this early birthday present. I will never say it enough how spoiled I am. And I love them to pieces. Yes. And like even more than that.
It's true.
Yeah, the photos were starting to come out while I was still on the boat. Thankfully, I had some internet because I had to keep up with my Korean.
Of course.
I almost did a little bit of a.
Don't look. The orange hair, first of all, sending me into a different dimension. I'm so glad we're
back. We're back in PTD era.
We're back in PTD. I love this camping theme from him. I feel like this is his ideal because, like, if you watched In the Soup, if you haven't watched In the Soup, first of all, what do you
# wanna be a rock?
Go and watch season 1 and 2 because both of those seasons, the entire time, where is Min Yoongi most of the time? In a freaking trailer, out in the middle of nowhere, in the woods, just chilling.
Where was he sleeping in season 1? In the RV.
In the RV.
What was the RV in season 2? His studio.
So I feel like this is like the perfect theme for him. Just like every other member we've talked about. It fits his personality so well. It fits his aesthetic so well. I'm so looking forward to seeing like what the rest of them are. It's just gonna be so
Squishy Min Yoongi, right?
Yeah.
This is peak Squishy Min Yoongi.
It really is.
And that is one of the big reasons why he's been my bias since the beginning.
It's so good. I love it. I love it so much. And we also got his of course drinking show with celebrities. He for episode 4 he talked with Hoshi from 17.
Okay, that was so cute.
It was so cute. It was such a good episode.
Him bringing Hoshi to his studio.
I love that.
That's so cute.
It. Hoshi is like probably one of the sweetest people I've ever like seen in interactions, and not just like from their interaction, but from like even 17's interaction. Like I've watched interviews and stuff with them. He is the sweetest person.
Yeah,
alive.
He is a sweetheart.
And I just love how they were talking about, you know, this like balancing act of being like the biggest act on the planet and how, you know, BTS really helped 17 with coming into the US, and they were talking back and forth about those kind of things. And I think it's really good to have these like open conversations and to have it between two artists that are a part of the same company even.
I also just really love because they both can relate like a lot to one another because 100%. Of like what their own respective group have been through and stuff.
Yes, yeah. Which is pretty similar. Like, you have to remember that like BTS and Hybe and Big Hit and Prettis and 17, they really come from the same cloth in terms of like growing up together. And it's really sweet to see these like interactions together. And it's not like 17 has had nothing handed to them either. So to have like both of these artists have a very similar upbringing and then have it like be expressed together and they can like
and
talk
also
about
like 17 has this whole thing where they're literally almost twice as many as BTS.
Yes, yeah.
Which in itself is like a lot. Yeah, because like having 7 people like being together this long and like getting along is like a really like magical thing.
For sure.
Because like a lot of groups like end up having like internal conflicts because like personalities doesn't work well together. But like 17, there are 13 members.
Yeah, which is wild.
So for them to have been together this long and having like this much love between all 13 of them is also like really, really amazing.
Oh, for sure. I feel like too, you know, like I'm not like a company stan or anything like that, but I do feel like Big Hit's overall message of it's artist first, everything else second, really lends to this like teamwork that's built between the groups that they make, because it just makes it so much easier to have a conversation when you're like open about it. And it's like they're gonna have conflict. And you know, Bang PD has said this already, like he did a TED talk about it. You know, like they're gonna have conflict. It is what it is. But like if you can argue about it, work it out together, like without interference from like outside perspectives, it's like you have to
being able to like work it like together with like the two people that are in conflict with each other. You have a higher chance of like success and like resolving 100%. Everything and like going forward. Because if you just let it marinate and then like some third party comes in, like sometimes it helps, but a lot of the time it just doesn't.
It doesn't, because the it's not really a resolution. It's more like a compromise, which is important in terms of like, you know, having a conflict. Both parties have to be compromised, but I feel like if there's like a third party, sometimes what happens is one person is compromising over the other, and it's not an actual equality thing of like us having a conversation about it. And I'm really like proud of, you know, 17's success up until this point, because it's so great to see a group that large be so successful and be so like have just such a good team dynamic. You know, like it's so nice. And to have like this conversation with Yoongi, I think like just makes it so much better.
Also shout out to BSS for their comeback. They're gonna take over new group debut for Jen. Let's go.
I love it. It's so good. That song has been stuck in my head for like weeks now. Like like it's just
the first thing I did before I left is adding it to my playlist so I could you know listen to it on the plane and everything.
I have really enjoyed 17. I think my first song from them was Don't Wanna Cry. And I really, really like that song.
My first and my favorite will forever be Very Nice.
Oh, true.
That song is
so good.
So good.
So good. So good. And honestly, like every carrot I've interacted with, they are so sweet and so nice. So congrats to you guys, and congrats to just like
congrats on your new 4th-gen group, guys.
Like congratulations, really. We did get an episode 5 teaser, which we already know who it is. They tried to cover it up. They couldn't cover it up. It's Tableau.
Listen, that's just like every single episode.
It really is, though. I am so looking forward to this one. Tableau is just one of those artists that I love to listen to him talk about art and music, because he's just he's so knowledgeable. He is so like, he talks so well. He's got like this beautiful mind of creativity, and I cannot wait for these two to be together and talk about music and art. Like it's gonna be so good.
That's gonna be so good. Yeah,
it's gonna be so good. So Yoongi also did a live.
Listen,
and this live was he really did us dirty, because he was
just waiting for his tour announcement to drop.
Yes. So let's talk
also,
about...
he cut his hair?
He cut his hair a little bit. I think. I don't know. He was wearing a hat. So who knows? But, okay,
my
so...
baby.
Suga tour coming in May. I'm freaking out a little bit. Like a lot, actually. A lot. A lot. So if you don't know,
please tell me that one's gonna be online.
Yoongi going on tour. So let me just pull
please, like,
what
tell
we got
me
going
that like
on
the South
here.
Korean one is gonna be like live stream, please. Because I can't afford to go physically. You know, that's killing me.
Okay, so we have US, we have Asia, we have Korea, we have Japan. These are the places that he is going. Most of them are in May, some are in June, we got July, all that kind of stuff. So he's going to Belmont Park, Newark, Rosemont, Los Angeles, Oakland, Qatar, Bangkok, Singapore, and Seoul. Japan is to be announced, so we don't know any of the dates for those ones. Okay, so I know that there has been a lot of discourse online about ticketing. So let's talk about ticketing because it's a very stressful thing. Trust me, I've done it a lot.
Yeah.
Many times over.
I am aware.
So here's my like advice when it comes to ticketing. I'm just gonna go through it here. And don't come in our comments being like, you should not do that. Like, don't tell armies how to ticket, and like, guys, calm down. I've seen this online.
You take the advice or you don't.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
Well, and it's just I saw a couple TikToks being like, we have to gatekeep ticketing and how to ticket. No, we don't. No, we literally don't.
No, we don't.
If you want to go and see it, then go and see it.
Battle for it.
Now,
because it's literally what it is.
Literally. Okay, so ticketing. There's two things that you have to do. So if you are if you have an army membership, first of all, I would suggest go signing up for one, even if it's just like for this year for ticketing, because you do get the army membership ticket pre-sale code. It's like a lottery, so you might get waitlisted, you might not, but it's always a good idea to do the army membership pre-thing. So you will also need a Ticketmaster account in order to do the army membership pre-code. So there's a link on Hybe's, it's up on the banner. It has like, there's like a banner of how to do all the registration, but basically what it does is it connects your army account to your Ticketmaster account and then will give you a code through that. So make sure that you follow all of the steps. Make sure that you double check your QR code at the end to make sure that you're actually fully registered, because I know sometimes like if you just do the army part of it, you have to do the Ticketmaster, otherwise you won't get a pre-sale code. That's just like the way that it goes. You will not get a pre-sale code, guaranteed. The other way,
it doesn't mean that also with like the pre-sale, even if you don't have the pre-sale, you will not get a ticket. It's just that you have a higher chance of getting a ticket.
Because in terms of days, they have the army pre-sale code is one day, general is on a different day. So it's just, it makes it your life easier if you could just do like the one day of ticketing.
Yeah.
And the other one is just the general pre-sale hosted by Ticketmaster. So again, you have to have a Ticketmaster account, and then sign up through that so you can get that general code. I did both. Now, when you're selecting things, you have to select specific days. So if you want to go to like Rosemont, for example, you have to select the day in which you want to go. That being said, it doesn't mean that you can't select other days once you get into the queue. It just means that that's the day that you can put on. You can only select one day. It's stupid, I know, but you can pick a different day when you're. Yeah, it's Ticketmaster. So you can select like one. You have to select one day before you like finish the application. But once you're actually in the queue, you can select a different day if you want. For me, I did the 2 days in LA. So for the general, I did one day, and then
but if you end up getting ticket, I might have to be like, Jess, can you get me some merch?
Yeah, of course. The other thing, so the day of ticketing, we usually, what I do is I have like my laptop set up, my desktop set up, and I have a bunch of like friends that I'm planning on going with. So all of us selected different days and different places so that we can get a higher chance of getting tickets. It's kind of just like you got to plan with your crew.
But when we did the ones for LA, like PTD LA, literally the both of us were signed in on my account on 2 computers just to try and get us in.
Exactly. I found that Las Vegas was a little bit easier to get tickets for me personally, and I was able to get days for 2 days. So, you know, it's a lottery. And then basically sign into your Ticketmaster account. Make sure with your Ticketmaster account, I'm going to say this, please put in all of your payment information, all of your like address information, anything that you can fill it in, because it takes seconds for those tickets to go away.
Yeah, do it beforehand.
Do it before.
Sure.
Do it before. Day of, I usually like to have my Ticketmaster set up about like an hour or two before the actual ticketing begins, because then I get automatically shown into the queue. Do not refresh the page when you get into the queue, just leave it.
Sometimes it'll look like it doesn't move, but actually it is moving.
It is moving. It is moved very slowly. You'll see like the little bar go across with the little like thing and 20,000 people or whatever. Don't panic. Don't refresh. Don't do anything. Just wait. Just wait to do that.
Put on a video, some music or something.
Yeah.
For PTD LA, we were in that queue for over an hour.
We were in the queue for over an hour. The other thing I would suggest is I had like all of the days set up on my computer. So they were all logged in and running at the same time in case I got into one. So I could just go into that one and then buy tickets and get out. That's like the kind of the best way to do it, because then you're sort of securing yourself up for all of the days. The other thing is your account can only have 4 tickets only. So if you buy 2 for Rosemont, 2 for LA, that's it. That it'll cap it at that. If you do end up getting more tickets on top of that, they might refund you or might not accept those tickets. You'll get blocked out from that. So just like be aware of those kind of things. It's like all these little like tricky things that Ticketmaster does.
It's the little things, you know.
Yeah. So if you're going with friends, I would also suggest like having a phone call with them, like setting up a FaceTime or a phone call or like whatever. Just make sure you're in communication, and if we see the seating charts beforehand, decide which sections you want to be in, and then like immediately go to those sections. I find the map is kind of terrible, like when you're zooming in and stuff. So I would actually go to the bar beside it and then just click best seats and then select it from the top down.
Yeah.
That's the easiest way to do it. And it'll refresh too. So you'll get like the best seats at the top and then just click those ones and get out. We don't know pricing yet for the tickets, but when we do, we can go over all the pricing and stuff when we actually get more information. This is just like the prelim stuff before we actually get
kind of like the standard stuff that for like any concert really.
It's really kind of like any concert, except you're battling with a million other people.
Well, welcome to the army life.
Yes, luckily I feel like for this particular concert there is more dates, there is more places to go, so the stadiums will be lower attendance, but there is more of them available. So this is kind of just the toss of it all, right? Like who knows what it'll be. I'll be trying for tickets. I'm going to try for Chicago, like Illinois and LA, so we'll see how that goes. I will bring you guys along with me while we do that ticketing stuff. But ticket pre-sale goes on March 1st, I believe.
I will be cheering from the sidelines.
March 1st for the Army pre-sale, and the general pre-sale is on Thursday, February 2nd, I believe. So just prep for those kind of things, and good luck to everybody who's going to get tickets. I'm very excited, very looking forward to it. But we'll find out what happens. That's pretty much all I have for you.
Yeah. Hobby time.
It's J-Hope!
Hobby! Happy late birthday!
Happy late birthday! Sunshine. Happy birthday! He did do a birthday live. We got to see him. He looked so happy. Jimin came and saw him, and it was really cute.
Didn't Yoongi make him a cake too?
Well, he got an animal cake, so.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, cakes.
I think BT21 also made him a cake, so.
Listen.
He's getting fed. During the live, he talked about the doc that was on Disney Plus and Weverse. I saw the doc on Sunday. It is amazing. If you haven't seen it, go and watch it. I will say Disney Plus and Weverse have slightly different subtitling, so I would actually watch it on both of them.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, especially with some discoursey scenes. I find like obviously like Weverse is going to be better for subtitling because it's their company and they like know these things. But Disney Plus was not bad. I'm not going to say they were like terrible with the subtitling. It was pretty good. I would just say watch both of them just to compare. I think that's with like anything that's being translated from Korean to English. Really just watching all the subtitling for all platforms, and also just like it's the same with Twitter. Like whenever we see a translation from like Weverse or Instagram or whatever, seeing multiple people translate it helps with like the overall view, because a lot of the time Korean doesn't have a one-to-one translation from Korean to English, so there's like subtleties and stuff, and I think Disney kind of misses those like subtle conversations that are happening. So just so you know, but the documentary overall was amazing. I love seeing behind the scenes. Obviously, like I'm a huge fan of that. I watched it with my friend Kat and Mon, so we had a really good time watching that on Sunday. It was really cool to, because like we've talked about, when I was actually at Hobbypalooza, I had no sense of like loudness or like time or any of that.
I knew.
So
you guys
like,
were there, but I watched it online.
Yeah.
I knew.
But even like the live, I didn't realize how freaking loud we were. Like,
well, we were also like getting the like overhead shots and everything, and like we could like even the music and everything, we could hear the crowd.
I know like,
so loud.
It was so wild to see that. Such a good memory bringing back. Mon and I were talking about it. I was just like, yeah, I had no idea that like this amount of stuff was happening while I was there. Like I had no clue. And just to like hear how loud we were and how proud we were of J-Hope. It's also like kind of sad to like seeing him struggle with these things of, like being alone and having to do things on his own. What I am happy about though is like the amount of support that he has like from his members, especially like during the party and stuff, like having all his members there and seeing him like really be relaxed after Hobbypalooza.
It was like, this is done.
Yeah, his parents are the cutest people on the planet.
My god!
Like the rock in the backyard of Hope World. Like, come on.
The also just them being like, if the members need to be like to gain weight, just bring them.
Just bring them over here. And like his mom's shrine to him is honestly like, she's an army. 10 out of 10. Yeah. Her response of like, I don't throw anything away, I just need more space, is a total army thing to say. I say that all the time.
Mood.
Like, there are some things I could probably throw away, but I won't. Like, won't ever. Like boxes or like little like trinkety keep. Like, no, I'm not gonna throw any of that away. No, absolutely not.
I still have my Map of the Soul 1 sugar keychain on my purse.
Yeah, like all of these like little
he's coming with me everywhere. It's a little worn out, but he's still there.
Also, him talking about the fact that like doing these solo things, even though it's scary, even though it's like, terrifying to see people's reactions, or like terrifying to see, like we're on our own, we don't have any of our members to support us on stage, we're kind of doing this like diving deep into the deep end here. I think what he said was like profoundly true of like, we are going to be separated, but when we come back, we're going to be such a better team because they'll
be stronger than ever.
Oh yeah, like we'll know ourselves so much better, and thus we'll be a better team together. And I think that's such a perfect way to summarize chapter 2 of this like growth with everybody. And we're seeing that like with Namjoon's album, with J-Hope's album, with the astronaut, with Yoongi going on tour by himself, like all of these things are just gonna make them such a better team at the end of the day. Like it's gonna make them like so much stronger.
Releasing like very much like this part of themselves that is entirely themselves.
It's
like,
their own,
each an individual person.
Yes, and it's cool to see how he had like shaped the entire process of Jack in the Box, like from little things like having the album on Weverse, or having, you know, a party to celebrate it, or the colors, concept, music, like all of that was just him doing it himself. And as much as he was terrified doing Hobie Palooza, I think it was the perfect way.
He did just such a good job too.
Such a good job. And deciding like what songs they were going to do on stage, and like the graphics, and like all of this kind of stuff. It's so cool to see them expressing themselves in new and exciting ways. And I cannot wait until they all come back together, because I think it's going to be the most, we have never seen it before. True, and I think Yoongi said it perfectly of like, BTS has no limit. They have no limit to what they can do and where they're going to go. And I think this chapter 2 is just a part of that journey. And he just like, the documentary was just so good. And it's so like well shot and well edited. And it just has so much personality in it. And I love seeing J-Hope like work and dance and do his recording. Like, it's all just so good and just so freeing for him. And I'm so excited for what happens next. Unbelievable.
So we got some Park Jimin news.
We did.
That kind of just dropped today. Today.
Park Jimin. Okay, so last week he did a live where he built some Lego. Like he
also, by the way, that was like a big ass spoiler.
It really was.
For the BTS Lego set.
It really was. Yeah, so BTS Lego is coming out March 1st as well.
That was a big ass spoiler.
Like, I just
like, because it's not the first time like some members came on live and built some Lego.
No.
But this time was different.
It was different. So the BTS Lego set is coming out March 1st. It is $99 USD or $129.99 Canadian. It's coming out March 1st. We don't have a time yet, which kind of scares me a little bit, because I want it very badly, but I don't know what time.
I've seen it, like a Lego TikToker already has it. They probably send it to her.
Yes, yeah.
It's basically the Dynamite set.
Yeah. So they have the basketball hoop, they have the donut shop, the ice cream truck. All 7 members are in minifigure form, and they look hella cute.
Hell yeah.
I love them. There's like a little stage. There is the record store, which has a bunch of like stickers that you can put on top, and it has like a bunch of their albums. Like I saw Love Yourself Her in there, and B, and Wings, and Map of the Soul 7, and Persona. So there's a lot of little goody Easter eggs. And this one was designed by an army that they pushed onto the Create the Ideas website, and then it got produced into an actual thing, which is pretty cool that like an army created that, and then now it's being like released and actually like becoming a thing. Yeah. So shout out to ARMY, really. You just like pioneer the way, my guys. I'm very excited about it. And Jimin's live was super cute. Like I love him so much. He was just like dancing and having a good time, and we were just like, he's been
everywhere recently.
He really has, like, just everywhere.
Dude found like remembered the password to his Instagram account.
I know. I'm so surprised. And the last like Jimin news here. So we have an album coming.
We'll have
March
a date.
24th is when Jimin's first album will be dropping. It is called Face. And we got a teaser for today. I am so excited.
I cannot contain myself.
My wallet is whimpering in the corner. But I'm so excited. She really is. Like, she's crying a little bit.
I believe
because
it.
We have like tours, we have all the portfolios coming out. It's a lot for my wallet to realistically live in a space. But anyway, I'm so looking forward to it. I don't know what it is going to contain. I don't know what's going to happen.
This is new territory.
This is new territory because like the rap line, they release albums, all this kind of stuff. Like we're used to them having a sort of separate music identity from BTS.
Mm-hmm.
The vocal line is a completely different beast. It's a different animal at this point because we have no idea.
Yeah, because we've had singles. But like singles like come like with sometimes like in between, and it's not like it has an identity, but not like a whole identity.
Exactly.
Like,
and it's usually featuring it's usually like on a featuring album like Jungkook with Charlie Puth, or you know, Vibe with Tang featuring Jimin. Like these are things that are like songs that are not necessarily their songs, they're just features on it. So to have an entire album that is Park Jimin's identity, I can't.
This dude.
I can't. And let me just, because the Weverse post for this is very interesting. So BTS member Jimin will be releasing his first solo album, Face. Face is about Jimin facing himself head on as he gets ready for his next step as a solo artist. Jimin will see fans through various activities, including the Face release. So we asked you for continued interest and support for Jimin's first official solo activities. Death. My death.
Our communal death.
So pre-order date is actually today. Which I'm like, hi, please.
We had the portfolio just yesterday. Can you chill out?
Can you chill? So yeah, release date will be February 24th. We will obviously, for the title track, we will do a reaction to that. You will see it.
Will I fall off my chair again? Probably.
Yes, correct. We will both be
Are the pepperonis coming back? Maybe.
Who knows? I don't know. Are we getting like a sneak peek of the back tattoo? I don't know.
But in Tay News, he's gonna appear on, what's the name of the show? Do you remember?
I do not remember. I think he did like a story. Hold on.
I've seen like TikToks, but yeah, Tay's been the tame one the past 2 weeks, which is kind of rare.
Yes, which is kind of surprising for everybody. Let me link it. God damn it. Okay, so it's from the Game Creators 2. So he's going to be on a variety show from the Game Creators 2 times Ginny's Kitchen. That's what it says.
Of course it's a cooking show.
It's a cooking show.
We all know he can't cook.
Yes, so it'll be released. It'll be released on YouTube, but it'll also be released on Amazon Prime for anybody outside of Korea. So that includes us. Canadian armies and US armies are winning right now with the Amazon Prime. Yay. So yeah, he will be featured on that with a bunch of his like other friends as well. Will be on there.
Yeah, isn't he going on with some of the Wuga squad?
Yes, he certainly is. So we get to see them all interact again, which I'm so excited about. I'm really looking forward to seeing him on that show. I've seen like teasers and stuff about it, and it looks really fun and really like cute, and it's Tay. Like I'm gonna watch it, obviously. But when it's released on Friday, I'll watch it. We'll watch it, and then we'll talk about it next week.
Tay is relaxed when he's wearing a backwards cap.
That is very true. I agree with that sentiment. So we'll watch it and then get back to you of what our thoughts were on the show.
Yeah.
I think there's gonna be 2 episodes from what I understand.
So too, yeah.
So yeah, we'll have a discussion about that.
All right, Jungkook,
our Maknae of BTS. So he has a behind the scenes of the World Cup music
We got
video
all
and
the
opening
photos
ceremonies.
too from that as well.
Yes, we got a bunch of photos about that, which is really sweet. He was like extremely nervous to be without his members. He said specifically Namjoon, which I'm not surprised, but he did a really good job filming and being at the opening ceremonies, and we were just so proud of him.
Not this guy like looking at the dancers for half a second and then picking up the choreo like it was nothing.
Yeah, our golden matinee, you know, just killing it. And he also did a live again, except this time instead of a concert, we got a boxing match.
This one I was able to watch in its entirety. I was able to watch the 0.2 seconds one where it was like, why am I vertical and not horizontal? So let's turn off the light and start that again.
Yeah, one more time.
My guy, you're 25. Just say it.
Just saying. You know how to use things. I'm sure of it. Yeah, he is honestly hilarious. The chair thing was the funniest thing ever. Just like ARMY's being like, move the chair. I need to see you do push-ups. And he was like, oh,
listen, he wasn't even the one to remove it. Tommy did.
No, yeah, Tommy did. Jungkook is my boxing inspiration. Because
I was tired just looking at him go, so I was like, I'm done with my workout for today, just looking at him, and I was watching him from my bed.
Yeah, he's like my boxing muse, because if you guys been following me, I do box. It's like a part of my exercise. I go once a week and do my boxing for like an hour, and he's my muse. I really admire him.
Yeah, you did start whenever he was talking about it a bunch.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I've always wanted to try it, and last year I was just like, you know what? Let's just bite the bullet. Let's just do it.
Yeah.
And I found a trainer who like matches my energy so well. Yeah, I have a great time. Boxing is a heck of a good time. If you guys, if anybody else boxes, let me know down below. I need to express my love for boxing with somebody.
I do a lot of fast walking.
There you go. Walking is good.
I go 3 times a week.
Nice.
Sweat.
We love it.
Run BTS.
Yes.
I have not yet have time to watch it, sadly, because I was not here.
That's all right. We could probably talk about it next week. But what I will say is I watched the second part today, and I was extremely happy.
I've seen the clips on TikTok of Jimin just falling over and over and over again.
Listen, the soccer is the funniest thing ever. You're gonna have a great time when you watch it. I was like incredibly happy, but also just like incredibly sad, because this is the last episode of Run that we're gonna get for a while. And I'm gonna miss it a lot. But I think, you know what, since all of them have been uploaded to YouTube, I will probably just start from the beginning and then watch it again.
Yeah, I guess you're gonna have to watch all of it to do as well.
Yes. Yeah, I still have that too. But yeah, it's really fun. If you haven't watched either one of them, it's freaking hilarious. But yeah.
All right. Last piece of news. We got Devil by the Window special performance.
Let's not. Okay. Freaking TXT. I swear to God. I have no words. That choreography.
Also, they were on It's Live too.
They were on It's Live.
They did Sugar Rush Ride and Feral Neverland, which I'm in love with.
They really just said, let's just amp it up. Who cares? They're really nasty, and I'm tired of it, honestly. Like, tired. So incredibly tired of the nastiness. Like, stop it. It's time to stop. I'm tired, man. I loved it. You know, like we talked about this when the album came out. This is probably one of my favorite songs off that album. It definitely like speaks to my inner soul. The choreography was on point, like just like so sharp movements with this like beautiful like transitions between everything. I love that song. I love the choreo. The set was beautiful. Camera work was just like killing it. I don't know what was happening there, but I loved it. Costumes. I mean, Yeonjun's arms was all I could stare at for like the entirety of that video.
Bruh, the
Good
tank
Lord.
top and the tie.
I'm tired. I'm freaking Bumq. It's time to stop it. Like, I'm tired, bro. I'm tired.
Vinci.
Anyway.
All right. Are we ready to go to artist shoutouts?
I think we are. We've talked so much. There's so much happening all of the time. I'm having a heart attack. Yeah.
Let's go. So my artist this week is underscore Jiniaki on Instagram. They're the one that popped up was the Hobie Day one.
Oh, so
but also
pretty.
Yoongi with the cat. Like,
oh my goodness. Oh, it's so pretty.
it's so good. I think that's one that
So
you like shouted out a couple weeks back, and I was just like, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Yeah. It's just so good. It's like partly realistic, but partly like not. There's something really like beautiful about just like the coloring and the line work. It's so good.
It's so good.
I'm such a fan. The Jin astronaut one is just,
yeah, it is chef's kiss.
Oh, so good. So incredibly good.
All right, what you got for us?
I have an artist, Lay Moon Studios. I think it's how you say the first name. Not 100% certain, but they are a US based company, basically. They're launching soon. So I saw a TikTok about this, and they're basically light stick covers for the army bomb. So instead of having to like paint your light stick or like, you know, decorate it, you can just put the sleeves on, and then they like
that's really cool.
place, right? So currently they have a purple version, pink, black, and white, and they're basically 3D printed covers to go on your light stick.
That's really cool.
Yeah, so they haven't launched quite yet, but they will be launching soon, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think they're from what I'm seeing, they're trying to have them out in time for the August tour.
Yeah, for Yugi's tour. So
yeah. Yeah, cool.
That's my artist this week.
All right. Well, songs of the week.
Oh yes, songs of the fucking week.
So my BTS song is Pied Piper.
Obviously. I mean, like, yeah, it really is. Honestly, this week it's Pied Piper for sure. 100%.
And my non-BTS song is Farewell Neverland.
Oh.
Just because I relate a lot to the lyrics, just like saying goodbye to childhood and just kind of like falling out of that really suddenly kind of thing. Yeah. It's just, I don't want to go too much into it, but that's like the summary of it. I love that song.
My BTS song is switching gears. My BTS song this week is Future by Jhope from Jack in the Box. Not only, you know, was it Jhope's like documentary this week and his birthday, I also just feel like that song perfectly cements what his documentary was saying and what his album as its entirety was saying about his future, BTS's future, just future in general, about like moving on and being a better human being at the end of the day, like being stronger, being better, being more awake and knowing what you want. It's a perfect culmination of all of those things together. And that's why it was like perfectly to end Lollapalooza. His set list was ended with Future. And I think it just cements that for like us as ARMY in its entirety. That's why it's my song this week. And then my non-BTS song is a song by The Rose, which if you don't know who The Rose are, they are a rock K-pop group, a K-rock group, as it were.
They're really good.
The Rose, listen, if you don't know who go to Spotify right now and listen to all their songs because they're amazing. Really good. They're so incredibly good. And I've been listening to Yes, which is featuring James Reid, like over and over and over again. It's been on my playlist since it came out, and I can't stop listening to it. So that's why it's my song this week. I love them so much. And I'm so sad I didn't go to their concert.
Oh yeah, you ready to wrap this up? I think we've been talking for long enough.
We've been talking for long enough. Thank you for putting up with us.
Yeah. So as usual, we have a new episode coming out every Thursday, a new clip coming out every Sunday at 3 p.m. EST. You can also listen to us on the go, basically on any app where you would listen to your podcasts on the go. You can also find us on our social medias at Army ThinkTank or at Army ThinkTank Podcast. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and ring the bell to be notified whenever we post a new video. On that note, have a good week. And we'll see you guys next Thursday.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Yet to come.